This is Orsi, the old guy from www.oldguytalks.com, coming at you today, which happens to be Halloween. You may be watching this a little bit later, but I am shooting this on Halloween. It's kind of a different thing. This is we're living in a neighborhood in Las Vegas, a very, very nice neighborhood with nice people, nice cars, nice houses, all that stuff. And it's a gated community. And take a look at some of the stuff over here. This is a pretty nice setup here on the lawn with some Halloween stuff, and we'll take a look at some other stuff. And this is the second time that we've actually lived. Well, actually, we've lived in gated communities, gosh, since 2001. Yeah, it's 2001 or 2002. I can't remember now. And this one does like something that, like the first one that we did. Take a look at this thing. This is decked out. This is decked out to the max. And this neighbor's got some real carved pumpkins. Actually, a lot of them that have been given out, and doing all sorts of stuff. So one of the things that sometimes these neighborhoods do, which is they open up the gates and they have a bunch of people from outside the neighborhood come in to trick or treat. And the first time I ran across this, I kind of felt kind of silly about it, because I kind of felt like, okay, we're living in this really, really nice neighborhood, and lords of the manor and all this other shit that was going through my mind. But the first night, the first Halloween that we were there, we had about 400. I'm talking about 400 trick-or-treaters come through. And we actually, we were warned about this, and we thought we were prepared, but we weren't really prepared, because we at the end of the day were giving out cans of canned vegetables and anything else we could to at least have somebody put in the trick-or-treaters' bags. But what I realized was that what a great life I have, and a lot of that has to do. And the fact is that oftentimes the ability to share that, even on holidays and things like that, like trick-or-treating, because what happens is, what I've been told happens here, is that a lot of times it's actually a lot of the families that live in not safe neighborhoods, that maybe the kids of landscapers, laborers, things like that work here in these neighborhoods, they don't really have a safe place to go trick-or-treat. And so they bring their kids here to go trick-or-treating. And so we're expecting here about 250 to possibly 300 trick-or-treaters. And it's not a big deal for us, but it is a big deal for the kids and their families. And I've gotten to appreciate the fact that little gestures of kindness, little gestures of sharing go a long way and make an impression on people, especially if they're not living in as fortunate circumstances as you may be. So my question is, what do you do to, especially this time, because we got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all that stuff. How can you share in that? What can you do? Sometimes, maybe instead of tipping 20%, you tip 25 or 30%. That may make a big difference, especially if you go some places that are, if you go to like the IHOP or some other place like that where food is ridiculously cheap, you can, shit, I mean, you can tip 100%, and it's not going to affect the quality of many of our lives, but it may affect the quality of that server, or even tipping someone at the convenience store or something like that, to make a difference, and just say, hey, you know what, today I'm going to make you feel a little special. So that's all I got. If you have not already opted in, do so now. I've got lots of cool stuff, especially in the members area coming in. We are finishing up. Always things take longer than you expect them to, but we're finishing up that area, and there's going to be some really great content there for you to take some stuff that's going to make a significant improvement in the quality of your life it has in mine. So this is Orsi, old guy from www.oldguytalks.com, signing off. And remember, it's all about creating a kick-ass life for yourself and those that you love.